We hope everyone's having a fantastic day. This week we're going to talk about testimonials and utilizing testimonials as a part of your marketing and your advertising. It used to be back in the 90s into about the year 2000, it was not legal for chiropractic physicians or medical doctors, anybody under the Medical Practice Act, to utilize any testimonials at all in advertising. But it was a chiropractic physician from the Bloomington Normal area here in Illinois that sued the department and actually took it all the way to the Illinois Supreme Court to get that overturned and allow testimonials to be utilized in marketing and advertising. And so actually, interestingly, then just a few years ago, it got actually pulled completely out of the act instead of just not being enforced. So now it's not even a part of the act. However, and this is a big however, it is really important for doctors to understand that even though you can utilize testimonials, there are going to be times when you don't want to utilize them because they may violate another prohibition in the advertising section that provides discipline for those who violate those particular provisions. Now, really quick, there is a lot of things that happen in this section in regards to advertising. I would encourage you to jump out online, go to iochiro.org. We have some online education for legal advertising that you can earn an hour of CE and learn all about all of those legal aspects. For our members, that's completely free. I would encourage you to do that. We're going to just touch on a couple of things and a couple of caveats and problems that we see when utilizing testimonials and why that's important. What you don't want to do is use a testimonial that may violate another provision, such as guaranteeing results. This doctor fixed my knee problem. I guarantee he's going to do the same thing for you. When you present that, although those are factual statements made by a patient, that doesn't mean it's overall factual, because you don't know if you're going to be able to help that person's particular knee problem. And so you don't want to guarantee any kind of results, and you using it, even though it's true in what they said, it may not be true in the utilization for your marketing. So you want to be careful in that too. You also don't want to use one, Dr. Smith is the greatest doctor on the planet. And so now you've just held yourself out to be better than another physician. Even though it's the patient's words, when you use it in marketing and in advertising, all of the other rules still apply. So be very careful when you use the testimonials that you're not in violation of another provision that's going to create some problems. Now, another thing that's really important is when you begin to use testimonials in your advertising, we strongly urge you to get those testimonials written down and signed by the patient. And then we encourage two things. One is to keep a copy in the patient's medical file. Now, you're not going to turn that in as far as when records requests are made, but it's in the file so that it's easy to track on a patient-by-patient basis. Additionally, keep a copy, potentially the original, in a separate file that is strictly there for testimonials so you can reference back if something is ever brought up and any charges filed by IDFPR in regards to testimonials. So testimonials are now okay to utilize as long as you're not breaking and violating any of the other provisions of the Medical Practice Act. Limitations on advertising has been since 2001, but more importantly, it was changed actually in the Medical Practice Act even more recently. So hopefully that helps you out in your marketing, and we'll catch you next week. Thanks.